Here we are in the Sky Sports F1 paddock with Mr. Mike Whiddett. Mike, Mad Mike, may I call you?
Yeah, for sure.
Mike, we're so excited to have this guy here. Just in case you're not familiar with what this gentleman does with a motor car. It's pretty spectacular stuff, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, for me, like drifting is definitely the most fun way to drive anything with four wheels. And the sport now is growing so much, and I'm making a living out of it, and managed to travel up here. Truly honoured to be invited to such a prestigious event. Bring my family up and put on a show and showcase the professional drifting up the hill.
Well, we're over the moon that you've made it now. But this car doesn't look quite how we're used to seeing it.
No, so we've just given it a full birthday for this event. We finished the D1NZ Championship. We had 2 weeks spare to give it the whole thing a makeover. Not just cosmetically, but after a season, the cars get, we're pretty hard on the gear. So giving it a full birthday, and then cosmetic makeover, Rocket Bunny aero and stuff. And what a better, it's an awesome place to be able to come up here and unveil it.
Fantastic. Now you're obviously a rotary guy. I noticed lack of a turbo here. So what kind of power do you think you have?
So with drifting, it's not so much the power. It's a real balance between the power. You only need enough power to overcome your grip. So as a driver, I just want as much grip as possible in the rear, so I can attack and have just maximum aggression and be as aggressive as possible. I want to be the real violent style, and like fun driver to watch. So this thing's 538 horsepower to the tyre, so it does still produce good power. It's zero torque. With the rotor engine and having no turbo, it does make it very difficult to drive. But with a sequential gearbox and super strong running gear, you just got to drive it like a 125 two-stroke motocross bike, which just adds to the whole excitement for the sport of drifting. That's, I think, one thing with drifting is the diverse variety of vehicles. You can any motor, any chassis, so it just makes for a big variety of cars.
You've seen the course?
Yeah, I walked up the course last night. Heaps of people were stopping, asking if I wanted to lift to the top, but I was like, no, I'm just walking it out, pacing it, and just having a look at a few of the obstacles. And with drifting, we're judged line, speed, angle, and proximity. So you line how close you can get to things. So just looking up the hill for stuff that I can get close to. The walls, it's a few big concrete walls up there. It's a very fast circuit and it's very narrow, so it's going to be definitely very challenging for myself.
You've got all your crowd-pleasing segments sorted out.
Yeah, so someone was just saying, does it do donuts? And I'm like, for donuts for us is like really boring, but I guess at this type of event, I'll just go and do some drift runs, and then for sure do some burnouts and donuts, and just this thing's engine alone sounds quite unreal. So definitely can't wait to get up on that hill and put on a show.
If there was any other car here that you could drive up the hill, not your baby RX7, what would it be?
So, we're looking right next to us is Sebastian Loeb's Pikes Peak Hillclimb car that's broken the world record, which is pretty amazing, and just walking around the Formula Ones and stuff. But to me, like you said, I'm a Mazda guy. And there's one car that's inspired me through my whole life, and that's the 767 and the 787B. And just walking through the pit this morning and seeing that it's here and going to run up, by far that's my choice, yeah. So definitely a privilege to be at an event alongside that thing.
Well, Mike, we are so excited, and we're so honoured that you've made it all the way to the side of the planet.
It was a long journey.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've done it myself, I can imagine. But we're super excited, and we just can't wait to see you out there.
Awesome. Can't wait to be out there.
Go for it.
Thanks so much.
Man. Thank you.
Stick it to the wall.